Alright guys, BLM here, back with a new video. In this video, I'll be giving my updated thoughts on Season 40 of Survivor. And this is a very impromptu video. I didn't really plan on making this, but there's been so much news dropping on Survivor 40 now that it's finished filming that I kind of feel like there's enough to talk about to make its own video, so let's do it. So again, a lot of stuff's been announced, whether through Redmond or SurvivorUnite, who is a very trusted spoiler person in the Survivor community. And it's really interesting stuff. I mean, I know a lot of people are upset about a lot of the stuff, but let's go through it one by one, talk about everything that's been released since the season has finished filming. So let's start off with what Redmond has announced, which, first off, Edge of Extinction. I mean, yeah, I'm not happy about it. Edge of Extinction, I mean, like, okay, Edge of Extinction on the season, Edge of Extinction, I think it was an interesting thing to add to the game. Obviously, I'm not happy with it as a game mechanic, but I did think it was interesting TV. I think it brought a new dynamic to the show, but I never wanted to see it again. And the fact that we are getting it again for 40, not great. I mean, I understand the thought process from CBS. I mean, this is again, it looks like they're going all out for this all-winter season, for season 40. It's awesome. It's actually really awesome how, like, all in they're going. I did not expect them to go all in. Like, the fact that they got Boston Rob back and Amber, the fact that they got really just a lot of these winners who didn't really want to play again, it really makes me think that obviously that they're getting paid a lot to be there. And with them being paid a lot, obviously CBS is going to want to keep them on the show. They're not going to pay Boston Rob a whole bunch of money to go out there just for him to be voted out day 3 and then it's done. Obviously, if he gets voted out, they're going to want him to stay the entire time. So I get why Edge of Extinction is there, and it also allows us to see more of like people like Tony, Sandra, Boston Rob, Parvati's, people who you would expect would be early boots. So from that point of view, I get it. It still sucks. It sucks that this all-winter season is going to be tampered by a person returning to the game. That's something I don't love, and it's something that I do think is kind of disappointing. The fact that we're getting this massive all-winter season, but there's going to be so many twists involved, and we'll talk about more twists after Edge of Extinction because there's more. I'm kind of worried about the future of Survivor. Spoiler alert, I did actually record a video that will be coming out relatively soon, where I talk about my thoughts on the future of Survivor, as in Survivor 41 and beyond. To a degree, it's outdated now, but whatever. But I kind of see Edge of Extinction, the season itself now, as like an experiment to see if it would work. And it does seem like CBS thinks it worked. And because of that, obviously they're using it in 40, and I could see them using it in seasons after this, which pre-merge Edge of Extinction, I think is fine. I don't have a problem with it really at all. I don't love the idea of someone coming back at the final 6 and being able to win the game. Obviously, Chris Underwood did it, and mind you, I thought Chris Underwood was the best case scenario of someone coming back at 6 and winning the game, where at least he did something every single round of that game to win the game, but it's still not great. How disappointing would it be if the winner of this all-winter season is someone who's like voted out first or second and then comes back at the very end of the game and then wins the final 3 immunity challenges? Like, I feel like that would be like the biggest letdown in Survivor history, probably. But to be honest, I don't think that's going to happen. I think these winners have enough respect for the game that they wouldn't allow that to happen. But it is still a possibility, and the fact that it is a possibility is extremely disappointing. So yeah, I mean, overall on Edge of Extinction, I'm not happy it's back. I wouldn't mind it being back for any random season. I mean, it is what it is. While it's not my favorite twist in the world, I mean, it's not a game breaker for me. But for this all-winter season, it's something I'm certainly not happy about. The next thing that Redmond announced was the use of a currency system. There's going to be a currency system in Survivor now with Survivor 40. Each player is going to be given money, and they're able to do whatever they want with it. They're able to buy advantages with it. They're able to supposedly like buy letters from home, that sort of stuff. And they're also able to bargain between players with it. I actually really like this idea. I don't love it on the all-winter season. I wish this was a twist integrated into another season. I don't love that it's first being utilized on this all-winter season. I mean, again, I do think it's something that will make their lives better. I mean, supposedly you can also buy food. That's something I didn't mention with it. So again, it's something to make the winners' time on the island better, which I don't know if that's something that the winners wanted. I don't know if that's something that they bargained for, like that was in their contracts. I don't mind it generally, though. I actually think it's a really good idea. I've been waiting for Survivor or Big Brother to be doing this for a while now. I mean, Big Brother tried it out a while ago, where I believe someone won like $10,000 and they were able to negotiate with that. But Survivor's never tried this, and I don't mind them doing this. Again, this is something I love about The Genius. If you don't know what The Genius is, it's a Korean reality game show. That's a very innovative show where one of the gameplay mechanics within it is that each person has garnets, and these garnets hold currency. However, these garnets can be exchanged for advantages in the games. They can be traded within players as bargaining chips. They can really just do whatever they want with them. And that's something I've always wanted in Survivor, and that's what they're doing. It's just, I wish it wasn't now. I wish they did this on a separate season. Again, the thing is, for the all-winner season, what I wanted was a pure game. I wanted a pure game of Survivor, as much as we're going to get at this current point. So, I mean, like 20 people, I guess still have the fire making at 4. Final 3. I mean, that's the best we can get for now. Obviously, ideally, what would it be? Probably, I would still want 20 people, but like a final 2 and then whatever, but it's never going to happen. Even then, we're not even getting that. Now we're getting Edge of Extinction. We're getting this currency stuff. To be honest, I'm not really that worried. I mean, at the end of the day, Survivor 40 is going to be what it's going to be. I mean, it's something that no matter what, I'll be super excited for, just to see all these people come back. But it's definitely not great that they're introducing these twists.
And something I even forgot to mention was the fact that also it's been announced that there will be a $2 million prize for the winner of this all-winner season, which again, it obviously is an extra $1 million into the budget. Again, I think CBS is pretty much going all in on this season, like I mentioned before. But also, I think it's a fitting prize for this all-winner season. I mean, what's weird is that whoever wins this season would have essentially have won $3 million on reality TV. Or if Sandra wins, it would be $4 million, but it's really weird, but it's really awesome. I think it's really cool. Well, we haven't had a $2 million prize ever, but it's like for Survivor All-Stars was the last time it was even a possibility, where Survivor All-Stars was originally supposed to have a $2 million prize until they decided to do America's Tribal Council thing, and then Rupert won $1 million for being fan favorite and stuff, but whatever. But here, they're actually getting $2 million. I think it also shows a level of commitment from CBS to where I feel like they're really banking on this being a really like legendary season. Again, they're pulling out all the stops. They're putting a whole bunch of money into things that you wouldn't typically see on a normal all-star season. I mean, the things that we've been hearing about the prize money, about contracts with like Boston Rob and Amber and all this stuff. Again, this wasn't really a thing in Heroes versus Villains. So despite all these other twists like Edge of Extinction that might be harpening this season, I do feel like CBS truly believes that what they're doing is everything that they possibly can do to make this season great.
Now, the final thing that Redmond formally announced is that everyone is going to be getting a family visit. And again, that's because obviously the people are on Edge of Extinction, plus the people that are going to be at the game at that point, they're all going to be getting a family visit. And not even just one family member, but entire group of family members, which is ridiculous. But again, it really lends to the fact that I feel like Survivor's going all out here. I feel like they're completely going all in. They're doing everything they can to utilize these winners in every single possibility. And I do follow the spoiler community. So because of that, there's been so many things of speculation recently where like, oh, this family member knows this family member. This family member followed this family member on Instagram. And then all the stuff about the weight loss too. It's like, oh my God, this person lost so much weight. It's like, none of this matters anymore. It's like all the spoilers are out. The weight loss literally does not matter. They were all on Edge of Extinction. It's like they all lost at least 36 days of weight. And then family members knowing each other, every family member was thrown out there. So like it doesn't matter. Like none of this matters. So again, I think it's going to be tough to get spoilers for this season, which I'm pretty happy about. Supposedly Survivor Unite does know them, who again, Survivor Unite is a well-respected spoiler in the Survivor community. He spoiled a good chunk of seasons previously. He's been pretty accurate for the most part. So I do find him to be a reliable source. And he is also the source of the final thing I will be talking about here. We will be getting a 2-hour premiere, a obviously 2-hour finale, but every episode in between will be 90 minutes. Or at least that is the plan as of right now. And I am really happy about this. I think this is the best case scenario. Again, I think this is another thing that shows that CBS is going all out. I mean, they're willing to give 90 minutes to Survivor every week, which is something that obviously people have been wanting for a while. Now, will it go beyond this one season? I don't know. And to be honest, I don't necessarily want that. The thing is, I've never been a person that's been saying, oh, we should get longer episodes. Because for me, having watched seasons like Australian Survivor and like Survivor New Zealand, where they typically have these 90-minute episodes, or at least longer than the standard hour-long episodes, I do feel like those episodes drag a bit, especially Australian Survivor. I think Australian Survivor, that's one of my biggest flaws with that series, is how much it drags because of the longer episodes. I didn't want Survivor US to really follow that. I just wanted them to utilize the time that they had more. However, for this all-winter season, it's perfect. I think it's perfect. I think they have to do this. Again, 2-hour premiere, I was expecting that. I wasn't expecting anything less than that, to be honest. I mean, the Heroes vs. Villains had a 2-hour premiere. That was the 20th anniversary. I pretty much expected them to do the same thing here. But the 90-minute episodes throughout the entire season, that is a bit of a surprise. The thing is, Jeff Probst did ask on Twitter somewhat recently, a couple months ago, if people were interested in 90-minute episodes. And obviously, the response is obviously yes. So, I mean, I guess it shouldn't be that big of a surprise, because obviously that is something that they were already thinking about. And I'm 100% sure that obviously Probst knew that he was talking about for season 40 at that point. Again, I think if we didn't get 90-minute episodes, this would have been almost a worst-case scenario for an all-winter season, considering we have Edge of Extinction, we have this currency twist, and obviously just the base game itself, and also all these winners. It's like, I don't know how they would have fit it all in 60 minutes. And I think Edge of Extinction in general, if you're going to have Edge of Extinction, you need 90-minute episodes. Again, that's one of the biggest problems with Edge of Extinction, the season as a whole, is that there was just so much cut out. And I feel like if that season had 90-minute episodes, it would have been a lot stronger. Again, a typical season of Survivor, I don't think you need 90 minutes. I think 60 is fine. Just utilize your time better. Spend less time on things like the reward challenge. For Survivor 40, and really just any season with Edge of Extinction, 90 minutes is the perfect amount of time. So there we go. Those are all the things that have been announced recently that I just wanted to give my thoughts on. Now, I do have a Future of Survivor video coming out soon. That will be out probably within the week. And also when it comes down to Survivor videos, something else I have been working on is I've decided to start kind of a series where I talk about the casting of some of these really wanted Survivor All-Star themes. Things like Survivor Legends, Survivor Second Chance 2. I was thinking about doing one Survivor Rivals, something like that, where I go through all the seasons, talk about who would have been contenders on those seasons and who would have probably been cast if that season were in actuality. So already working on a Legends one, thinking about doing a Second Chance one as well. But that'll be down the road. But there we go. That's the video. Those are my opinions on the new twists for Survivor 40. Thank you for watching.